traditional self-promotion, if you're an introvert, anything like me, likely feels awkward and weird. In some cases, you might just simply prefer to run away and hide somewhere instead of putting yourself out there. When I was first starting out, I actually volunteered at a local theater group, and I ended up preferring to work on the productions behind the scenes. So things like lighting design, stage management, but all my work was in the shadows. It was never on stage. No one could actually see it unless they knew what was going on, unless they were behind the scenes with me. And maybe this is a bit like what you're doing in your work. You're doing great work, you're achieving great success, but nobody knows about it. It's all behind the scenes, in the dark, in the shadows. But if you want to make an advancement in your career, people have to know what you've done. You have to, metaphorically, step out on that stage. This would be people like your colleagues, your boss especially, other decision makers. They need to know about you if they're ever going to consider you for the next role, whether that's a promotion or even just a lateral move. What I've learned about self-promotion, and this even applies to when you're interviewing for a job, is not talking about yourself, but rather talking about the impact that you can make. Start keeping a list of your accomplishments. What did you actually achieve? This would include things like positive feedback. And then when the moment is right, such as, say, a performance meeting with your boss, or maybe at an interview, you can share what were the results you actually made. What was the impact that you had? Not the effort. No one cares about how many hours you worked on a thing. They want to know, what did you actually do? How did it make a difference? Why are things suddenly better now that you've done that thing? That's what they want to hear about. Bonus tip, if you link it to the company's goals or the team's objectives, so much the better. To be clear, this is not bragging. Talking about your results gives people the reason to trust that you can actually achieve those results. And if you're an introvert like me, and you're trying to make your own impact, but need a little support, then send me a direct message and let's get on a call. Until then, let's get back to work.